urging the customers to join the fight against big beer tax hikes.
Put it out. Happy with the mic and chatting news on all things beer. Joined by Phil, Dan, and Matt, or anyone else to join the cheer. Hiker Brewing is where we chat, 'cause it's where good beers are at. So
Oh, mate, how you doing?
Yeah, happy Tuesday. We're already in August, nearly Ekka season.
Yeah, mate. It doesn't the Ekka start this weekend?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny, all my, on Facebook, all the memories come up.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Because
Normally you'd be there running.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah, exactly. God, I don't miss it.
Going like, shit, we've only got 4 days. Yeah.
All the cattle in now, so it's been interesting. Yeah, so not really missing it, although I am thinking of maybe going next Monday just to have a sticky beak. So,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
it's not really. Try to avoid the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sort of got a lot of friends there, so
Yep.
it's good to catch up. Sort of your family that you catch up with once a year. So
Yeah, man, I haven't been to the Ekka in years. I don't know. I'd spend too much money if I go there,
yeah,
just on stuff I don't need.
show bags.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, mate, 100%. What else is going on?
I don't know, just ticking along.
Yeah.
So we got over the Indie Awards.
Yeah,
So,
mate, how good was that?
Yeah.
You had your watch party here.
Yep.
It was.
I lasted about 5 minutes, went home.
Yeah, you were exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even get to say good day to you. I saw you and I gave you a wave, and then I turned around to have a chat, come and find you,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Gone.
I says, "Where's Phil?" Joe's gone.
Went home to
He's
bed.
gone home to bed. I was like, oh man, I know he said he was going to have a quiet one, but
I walked in and went, because it started so late. It was like
Yeah.
8:30, and by the time they got through all the audio bloody issues,
yeah, I think it was about 9 o'clock.
or
When it,
something. So yeah, so anyway. So
did you watch it again?
I actually watched it in bed because I couldn't sleep
Yeah.
because I was sort of, I was hoping that, well, our goal for Hiker was just to keep getting gold for Wee Little. So
Yeah,
I stayed up, and which it did. So,
Which you did, yep.
So yeah, that's 6 golds now that it's got. Every competition, with the exception of Korea where it got, bronze. And World Beer Cup where it didn't place.
Yeah.
But every Australian competition
Still, the winning streak is there.
and and tomorrow our keg goes down to the winner is Sydney for the Royal Sydney show. So
nice.
we're only putting
Yeah.
Wee Little in.
Yep.
So see how it goes.
Yeah, nice. Oh, well, good luck for that.
Yeah, cheers.
But you're going to need a bigger magnet or something to hold all the medals for that one.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, someone said today, you need to update the thing. I said, I'll just wait for after Sydney. Touch wood. The whole magnet will be just full of gold medals.
Yeah, no, people will go, what's that one?
What's that
It's
be?
the best one.
Oh, I tell you what. I wish I'd just have the story about Wee Little. I wrote a blog post on Saturday because
It was a good blog post too. I read it and I enjoyed it.
Finally getting back
Good
into
SEO
blogs.
too. I think you had a decent amount of
Yeah,
Wee
yeah.
Little entered on there.
Because it is a great story, that beer. So
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if you want to read the story, you can go onto hikerbrewing.com.au to the blogs and have a look. But yeah, it's an interesting story about how Wee Little came about and what it's done. So
Were there any results that surprised you of any of the things? I know we talked about we thought the WA brewers were.
I think we spoke last week.
Yeah.
I thought Western Australia would clean up, and
Yep.
that was definitely the case, and that's sort of totally understandable. I think, not sure what the judging makeup was, but I'm pretty sure it probably would have been,
Well, it would have been heavily the
WA,
WA brewers
and they're
as well
probably
it should
used to it.
be.
Yeah, exactly. So no, nothing really in particular. I think Fallon's did really well. So
Balance did excellent, which was
so-
good because Mason was here.
yeah,
Tom was over at the event, obviously.
yeah.
Saw him get up on stage and collect the trophy.
And then good old Moffat Beach, keep on keeping on.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
So just with one trophy.
Yeah, I got an article where he mentioned them later on too, Moffat Beach.
Yeah, so but no, it was good. Yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see how it was. Also, shout out to like Matt Kierkegaard. So I think that was
the
well
Lifetime
deserved.
Achievement Award was great, wasn't it?
I think that's well deserved. Catching up with him tomorrow, actually.
I thought Craig did a great job too.
As
hosting
MC.
the event. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been hard to keep the crowd in that room
Yeah.
corralled and organised, and
particularly with the audio and
That's
stuff. But
right.
I think probably the IBA probably learnt from last year. So I think they said there was a can bar outside, and you could still watch it on TV. So if you wanted to have a chat, you could actually
off you go.
I think that was a good move.
Yeah. One that stood out for me was Feral. Got some awards, and that's because they're independent again.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
So they were able to enter the beers again.
Yeah.
And since they've been bought off Coke, so they got their beers entered, and
So when they were with Coke, they weren't eligible because I don't know.
They're not indies, are they?
I don't know. I can't remember the definition of
No,
independent.
I can't either, but I also don't remember seeing them in the results
Yeah.
for other years. So
I really don't like the
to be
term.
fair, I wasn't looking at them.
Yeah, no, but I really don't. I think independent. The word independent's very misused in this environment. So because you could still independent for me is like family owned, a small business. Whereas a lot of them that are still eligible are sort of big breweries, like they could be listed on the ASX. So so anyway, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't really go back to like boutique or anything though.
I've racked my brain in regards to what would be a cool thing.
Mate, I bet you the marketing department of almost every little brewery has gone, what can I use to artisan? It's all...
Anyway, as I say to people now, beer's beer, so...
Yeah. And huge congrats, though, to Uradler. Is it Uradler? I can't say the word. It's a weird word. But, champion beer at the Indies, which is a red IPA.
Yeah.
For the new head brewer there, which is pretty good. Look, everyone who won the awards and the trophies, that solid effort. It's not easy to do.
No. Actually, the one brewery that I was really happy for was actually Black Ops. They did quite well.
They did do quite well
because they didn't enter Royal Queensland.
Yep.
But I think Goat and East Coast got golds, I think.
Yeah,
and then they got a couple of golds.
I think
which is good.
Yep.
I'm really happy for the guys down there. I know like Bill's getting the brew team firing again, and Gaz is back and things like that. So really stoked for them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, nice.
You better mention the sponsors before we get too far in.
Well, yeah, we're well in, but I'll shout them out as always. Bintani, Craft Punks Canning, Convoy Kegs, Rullings Labels and Stickers, and of course...
Like Brewing Concern.
So I wrote Concern in the notes now.
Cool. So I won't forget.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's August. What happens in August?
You tell me.
Tax.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Excise goes up.
That's a pain in the ass for us all.
It
makes the divide bigger on the excise.
All the journos got it locked in their diary. Bring out the same story every 6 months.
Mate, there's a million of them articles on that at the moment too. Your beer's going to cost more, and all these things. And you know what? It's a good thing. I think that the public are starting to listen to it too, because the public still want to drink beer.
Yeah.
And it's just becoming cost prohibitive for them. And when they start to work out why, then Yeah, so it's that actually, you brought it up. That's that next article. So the IBA actually did a press release out. So they had their indies, and that's all well and good. They celebrated it, and now they've got a press release out talking about urging the customers to join the fight against big beer tax hikes. Because even if it doesn't affect the big guys as much as it affects us, it does affect them. And the pubs still have to put up the prices and things like that. So they put out quite a big thing about craft brewing from the IBA to talk to the government people that you can talk to, who you can get there and lobby and try and get our voices heard, because it's a fact of the matter is our smaller breweries, we hire more people than all the big breweries combined. And they state a lot of facts in there about the wine, and then cask wine, the rates that they're taxed. We, as a brewing industry, have actually championed lower alcohol beers and beverages and things like that. The UK and Canada have tax initiatives put in place to keep these sort of industries going, and I think something's gonna have to change. Like, what can we do if nothing changes? I
just can't see it changing. Like, we've had the same tax system for alcohol, like for beer, for forever.
Yeah.
It's a bit frustrating, but I think there's things like, particularly like, obviously they're talking about like health conscious and stuff like that, like the federal government, and there's different rates depending on the ABV of the beer, and it's been really, Australia's got the biggest mid-strength, drinkers in the world. But I think that's where they could actually like look at, some excise relief in those, lower ABV ranges. Still like tax.
Beer drinkers pay double the tax on a standard drink compared to bottled wine, and 8 times the tax.
Alcohol is alcohol.
Wine. That's right. And I don't think you can draw a fine line right across it, but there must be a much fairer way.
Yeah.
The wine industry were very good at lobbying the government and getting in bed with the industry of like the agricultural side.
Yeah. But also because they're a big exporter, so they've got politicians in their pocket in regards to that. So it's frustrating. Whereas beer is not really something that there's not a massive export market. So I think wine's really played on that. And kudos to them. But if
this is the whole thing. We don't want to ruin the wine industry.
No, we just
want a fair go for us.
Level playing field,
Yeah. Hopefully people can lobby their local member or make their voice heard, or if they see any survey or something, just to be able to put their hand up and give them a shout. Mate, some sad news. On the day after we recorded last week, Bilson's Brewery went into VA. Which on the surface it makes sense, right? It's the same as all these other big breweries that have had a huge wholesale footprint. The tide has changed in the shops, in the way that people consume and buy alcohol. And the thing that I think what it is with Bilson's is just the high amount of SKUs that they have. A huge amount of inventory and stock holding and continued stock movement within. So they would have in their warehouse, I'm sure that they would have, raw mats, cold room, raw mats, dry goods, and then they've got to count and have all of that stock there. You can't just say, oh, we're not making this anymore if you're selling half a pallet of it every month. That's just not how it works. You've got to keep it in there, work it out, and buy it. And when you're buying some of those things, probably buying in bulk, because if they've turned it around like in 5 years from 1 million turnover to 120 million, you can't just switch that off and not be able to pivot.
It's interesting. But it's a tough game, like those sort of medium to large breweries, like in the wholesale market. I think just way too many SKUs, and probably again another story of growing too fast too quickly, and not, cash is king. So if you've got terms, it could take up to 90 days to get paid from some of the big boys, and you're not making that much margin on it. So it's definitely not the business model of the future, unfortunately. So
do you reckon that it would be the sort of thing that one of the majors would look at this one and go, because they do have so many SKUs, and it's not just beer, there's beer and RTDs and cordials and spirits, there's a lot of extra stuff in it, that might be one that they might go, shit, we might be able to get this on the cheap.
Probably, because that's it would be a good one to pick up. particularly, because of the number of thing, and like definitely like the supermarkets are trying to be more vertically integrated. Obviously they've got into craft beer and getting contract brews done and things like that. So it could be one that they may look at, but I think they probably just like to squeeze suppliers. So it's they probably don't want to take it
and wait.
I think that's how they make their money. Is they're not experts in the field, so just keep screwing suppliers over and drive it down, and hopefully someone will pick it up.
Mate, another big brewery, Coopers, have announced they're releasing their latest vintage ale, and it's using a new hop from the US, Brew 1, as well as another one from Germany, Solero, if I'm saying that correct, German Solero.
Okay. You don't really see too many new hops out of Europe, so Solero and Brew 1,
it has fruity mix, like tropical herbal tones, pineapple, mango, passion fruit. I haven't had a vintage ale in a while. The last time I had one was probably about 4 years ago, and my mate had saved the previous 6 beers, kept them cold in his fridge, but then brought them out to drink, and they were like, some of these were pale ales and whatnot, that it was 6 years old now, and we were like, why are we drinking them now? I think it might be a collector's edition. If you collect it, don't open it. If you've got all the others, but if you buy 2, buy a 4-pack, buy a 6-pack, however they come. Drink a couple, keep a couple.
And the good thing about Cooper's beers is they do bottle ferment, so oxidation's not as big an issue, but obviously beers age and things like that. So I should head to the bottle shop at some point and pick some up if
grab some yeast and
and if any are around.
Well, there must be a few around because it says limited quantities, but no idea how many they sort of put out in the market.
Don't know how many get to Queensland.
That's right. Mate, so the WA
craft beer strategy.
It theirs sounds a lot better than ours.
Well,
because ours doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Ours is a spot.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what a spot is?
No.
Strategic plan on the shelf. Or spots. So bringing out my nerd side from when I used to do strategic planning, but so
I only know PEBCAC.
But also like Queensland's is dead now until after the next election. And I just can't see. I don't even know what the state government can do really.
Well, by looking at the Western Australia government, can do a lot. So they're claiming to be the capital of the craft beer industry, which I would hasten to say, yes, they are. 120 breweries in WA. I thought
Sunshine Coast was the... they've taken out the trademark.
WA has 120 breweries.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Which is 20% of the industry national.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good.
That's a fair chunk.
Yeah.
And if you've never been over to WA, get over there, because it's not only is it amazing over there and the scenery and all of that, but also the breweries that are there now are all over the place, so you can get out and do it. But it's
so they got 5 strategic priorities: industry leadership, brand awareness, market access, export opportunities, supply chains management, and regulation.
So I think it'll be good for WA, and hopefully it's almost a blueprint for other states to pick it up and go, you know what, we can do something.
Yeah, I think so. I just hope that it actually delivers some results.
Yeah, well, that's what it needs. So, mates, I know that you every now and again twist the artistic nerve and do some designing for your cans. You've got your evergreen coming out. I've seen that.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
Yeah. you've done a few others where you've just grabbed bits from other bits of artwork.
Well, that evergreen's just
yeah.
just a grab.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
But,
we only probably So I do like the Cloudscape scan. So
yeah. Are you thinking of entering? So the Gabs Can Design Awards. Are you going to put any in?
do you have to enter? Like, do you have to nominate? Is that?
Yeah, you have to nominate. But I think it's just an email and send in your thing, and but the prize is pretty good. I think the exposure is pretty good.
Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah.
I'll just add it to the list.
Yeah. That makes sense.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So, are you going to apply, you reckon, or
When does it close? Oh, 7th of August.
Whoa.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Well,
Perfect timing.
better go up to the top of the list if you're going to do it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Righto. Yeah. That'll be good. I'll put every label we've ever done. do the Bacchus move.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
nice. Mate, still on cans, there's been a bit of a resurrection of the old brand redesign going on. Helios launched theirs at Gabs in Brisbane, and they've just started rolling their cans out and stuff as they update their products.
Yep.
And Moffat Beach have just updated theirs, and White Bay.
Some name changes for Moffat
There
Beach.
has been some name changes. Deadbeat Boyfriend is no longer Deadbeat Boyfriend, just Deadbeat.
No, it's just
Chris Bale.
Chris Bale.
Yep. Yeah, it's still Deadbeat.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah. But the wording on the website, on their Facebook post was all Deadbeat Boyfriends leave, and so it was just Deadbeat Chris Bale. So, which looks cool.
Yeah. No, it's good.
And White Bay as well did a massive rebrand, which looks really good as well.
Yeah, I think it's good if you're definitely in that sort of I think it's good. Yeah, good to do a refresh every now and again.
Yep.
So it's all part of the marketing, isn't it? So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's always that 5 to 7 year march.
yeah,
You sort of need that bit of a change and a refresh and see where you fit in the market. The market keeps changing. And how do you redesign your things? I saw go off to non-independent for a bit, but like Bolter kicked off a lot of redesign with people with the way that their cans were designed, but they've released a whole heap of merch, which if you look at the merch that they released compared to their cans, you'd be like, oh, maybe you should start updating your cans a bit now. Because the merch looks really cool and your cans are old.
yeah. No, that's what I mean. Yeah, it goes through cycles, and yeah, it's good to like do a refresh every few years. So
Yeah, well, I think it helps as well. Like the new operations manager from Moffat Beach, he's also a designer. I think he's Red Man Design. So he's involved with the business, and he helped do design them, which is cool, obviously. And then the White Bay Brewery, Richard Rose design company is business partners with White Bay Brewing, and they came on board and said, oh, let's do something cool and make something a bit more forthcoming. Gave themselves a challenge, and
yeah,
I think it looks really cool.
yeah, nice.
So, but yeah, next one, what do we got?
Will it be watermelon summer for us in Australia?
Oh yeah, so I read this article. This is from the UK, and it's fruit flavoured hazy IPAs, the beers of the summer. And over there, they reckon that it's going to be watermelon. Watermelon is the go-to thing, adding flavour into your beer. And will that be do people want more from their beer? Do they just want beer, or do they want a fruit flavour added to it? And there's quite a few breweries on there that are saying, well, no, this is not what we want to have. The people don't want to drink this, but the people are. You know, you've got to...
Sales rule.
Yeah, you know, you want that cash in your till.
Exactly.
You sell what people want to drink, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's we've got a few. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many different adjuncts now and things like that.
Yeah.
You just got to sort of test the market and see see where it is. Like, we got evergreen sort of being brewed shortly, so that's putting like terpene extracts. So basically,
Oh yeah, wow.
so
yeah, okay.
like basically the non-good or the good, depending on whether you're into that scene.
Yep.
Like, but yeah, very dank and it's
Yeah, okay.
but you're going to get none of the buzz from the marijuana.
Right, yeah.
So, but
Yep.
but also like different styles. Like, and as brewers, you got to sort of brew styles that maybe you don't personally like. That's the joy of home brewing. You can
That's right.
You can brew whatever you want. So
Yeah.
we've got an 8 cream IPA coming out shortly. So it's not really the style of beer that I like. But
Yep.
just got to test the market and see.
Yeah, that's right. Dan gave us a taste of that
Yeah.
last week, didn't he? Yeah.
So so it's a bit too fruity for me, but yeah. But,
Yeah.
But obviously over in Britain too, climate change, it's warmer. They probably probably like a bit of fruit. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, good luck to them. So I think just got to try.
Yep. Mate, another article that I found is that in labs around the world, and many of them are doing studies with yeast and Saccharomyces cerevisiae, bad agar is killing the lab yeast.
Well done, the agar plates.
Yeah, so the agar plates that everyone uses in their labs,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
a ballistic, just to check for what we need to. The agar itself is killing the yeast, so the yeast aren't propagating like they're supposed to on the agar gel, and they can't pin it down to any one lab, any supplier, anything like that. And obviously, like for those who don't know, agar is a natural product derived from seaweed, but they're not sure where it's coming from. It goes through huge sterilization techniques. Like they go through everything. Obviously, the labs that make this stuff make agar to send out to people are pretty stringent in their cleaning controls.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty important that they send out a neutral product to grow your medium. And these things are it's just not working, and there's a whole bunch of researchers that are trying to work it out and they can't work it out. But what's interesting about it is they actually think that if they can find what's killing it, if there's an antifungal thing within the agar that's killing the yeast, they actually want to find it. Because they reckon it'll be really amazing to find it, because there's actually not a lot of antifungal treatments out there. There's like a couple that work good enough, but they take a while, whereas this thing is just stopping it in its tracks. So it'd be up to a scientist to like zero in on.
I thought maybe like it'd be like like they could put in like biofine and kill all these so beers don't re-ferment in cans.
Oh yeah, how's that? That'd be something.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
But it was funny. One of the TAFE students today came in for a beer after thing, and he showed me he took some of his homebrew and plated it up.
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
man.
a bit fair.
Oh really?
Feral.
Yeah, there was a number of growths going on.
Yeah. So no, but yeah, sanitary practices in breweries are king. So super important. Probably one of the most important things. So
Yeah, well, that's it. So it's at the moment there's nothing on it, but they've got there's a number of labs have been contacting their lab suppliers saying what's going on here, and no one's been able to pin it down. So, and this was in science.org. Like, this isn't a small problem. This is on a big publication website. So
yeah, interesting.
I come with
And
the
so,
interesting.
and so, what happened last week with the N-bit on the podcast?
Oh yeah, so last week we played the end song on
Yep.
competition, and then we waited here and we sat here, and then we did a little bonus competition that the first person to hear it and listen to the entire podcast could come in, go up to the bar and say, hey, I get a 4-pack of Horizon. And yeah, that happened.
Yeah, it was
A
funny.
number of people listened.
Yeah, the first person who commented was my mate Justin from Rocky. So
Yeah,
he
right.
obviously couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Because he goes, has anyone picked it up yet? So,
Yeah.
yeah, he wasn't going to drive down from Rocky. So
No.
I'll have to send him some beer or something.
Yeah. No, it was it was a cool little competition just to see. We're not doing it today. We might do it next week or the week after. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll do it
So
whenever.
that's the way it is. It's a random competition. I might throw a few Easter eggs in here and there. But yeah, it was good. And then on the Indies night, Kristen she went around to every short stool to find the sticker underneath the stool, and it was the one sitting over by the fireplace, which took her a while to find. But yeah, that was claimed as well.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
yeah, it was. I don't know. It's a cool little comp.
Yeah.
What else is going on with you, mate?
Nothing, just getting East Brisbane humming, so getting some brewing equipment. So Dan's been busy moving all that today while I've managed the Salisbury.
Yeah.
So get all that over there. So I'll start brewing soon. So
Nice.
yeah, what about you?
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell half my news, I think.
Okay.
I'm actually,
Well, what's your news?
this time next week, Tuesday next week, is my last day working at Catchment
Get
Ballistic
out of there.
Fortitude. 100%.
What?
Yes, mate. That's right.
Where are you going?
Can I say?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm coming
Alright,
here. What? To do the podcast.
Yeah. I'm about to say. I reckon, anyone work out where Adsy's going to go, please let me know. Because, is it driving distance? Like, are we going to see you much, or?
Yeah, mate. No, you'll still see me.
Yeah.
Probably as often.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not too far. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Yeah.
You're not going back to Helios?
No, not going back there. No, Ev's left there and went to Happy Valley.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe...
There's a spot open and off I've gone. No, I don't do a lot of backtracking.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah.
Okay.
It's, but I'm actually gonna miss all the crew and all the people that I've worked with there, because it's my immediate boss Alex.
Yep.
He's been
He's a good
fantastic.
guy.
Yeah, he's taught me a lot as well, and been super beneficial for my career. His history is like huge events and hospitality and big venues and multi-venue sites, and I've learned a lot from running events, organisation, just logistics, things like that has just been invaluable to me, and I'll always hold that in high regard.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
And he's great to boot.
Yeah.
I can easily spend many hours with him drinking beer and talking shit. So, yeah, it's good. And then all the guys that I've met, like they're all the brewers down there at Ballistic now, are a cool crew. Even the gargoyle on the mountain, Trish, the old bird up there. She's been managing that place since it was Fortitude, like well 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since its inception. So she knows everything about that venue, and she's the nicest lady, and I love her to bits. So yeah, and all the other managers around the traps and whatnot. But yeah, it's the end of an era.
Yeah, I'll look forward to hearing
next
week. When you announce where you're going.
That's
I'm
right.
intrigued.
Yeah, I might just be sitting at home drinking beer.
Did you win Powerball or something?
That's what I said. So I've been. I'm waiting to change careers to be a lotto winner. I've just waited it out 35 years, and
I'd love to win Powerball. Just there's so many things I want to do with Hiker, but it all comes down to cash.
Yeah, mate. I reckon if I won more than $1 million, I would definitely become an investor in here. But I wouldn't be doing any work. I reckon I'd be like, here you go. I just want to drink your beer. Stay open. Have some money so you can stay open.
No, it's for us it's all about with 2 venues now. It's and it's quiet time of year too in the hospo.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's cold.
It's cold. Yeah,
It's-
July,
it's
August
dreary,
is
there's
crap.
Tax time, it's financial year. There's a whole bunch going on for
Yeah,
us. It is
exactly.
great, so-
But you got Lions game on Saturday, so it'll be good. Trivia last week went
Yep.
really well.
Do you find game days you do?
I've only had the one.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But
Yep.
it was a Sunday and we had a crowd before and a crowd after. So this
Yeah, okay.
time it's a Saturday, I think bounce off or whatever
Yep.
AFL.
I don't know
term.
how it works either, yep.
No, I've had
Start
to actually
time.
I actually have to start like paying attention,
Learning about
AFL. But yeah, like the bounce off or for sports ball is like 1:45, so we'll get a crowd before and a
nice.
crowd after, which is good. So
Yeah.
because the night games, I think you get the crowd before, but our liquor license is only till 10.
Yep.
So by the time it finishes, it's
Yeah.
it's time to shut up. So
Yep.
so we'll get the hit before and hit after. So
Yeah.
it'll be good.
Do you find the like more popular beers over there are different to what they are here, or is it pretty similar?
Yeah, nah, it's a very different clientele.
Yeah.
In East Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually it's been what have we been open 3 weekends now? It's
Yeah,
been
I
a
think so.
massive learning curve over
Yep.
there. So yeah, it's definitely like here it was probably good beer and they will come.
Yeah.
There it's like if you haven't got the full experience of like food and things like that.
Right.
So
Okay. Yep.
that's where I think Future Magic.
Yeah,
they've got the
nailed it with
kitchen
the
and
kitchen, sort of,
yeah, I
yeah.
think so. I think it's definitely important, and obviously we're putting in a kitchen.
Yeah. Yep.
Local councillor, if you're listening, can you hurry up and
Yeah,
sign it
yeah,
off?
Just say yes.
And,
We
you,
wanna
can,
go there
and then
and
you can have a photo opportunity.
Yeah,
That's
we want
fine.
to go there and eat burgers.
Yeah, exactly. So, so it's definitely very different clientele. So,
Yeah.
which is it's just the demographic of the
Yep.
area.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's been a bit of a massive learning curve. So, talking to all the locals, I'm slowly wooing them over.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I had a couple come in on Sunday who are Future Magic diehards.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I sat down and had a beer with them.
Oh yeah, nice.
And I think I've got 2 new friends.
Oh great. Oh nice. Oh that's good.
But they'll still go to Future Magic for trivia on a Thursday because they are the ones that insisted that they take over the trivia because Easy Times used to have it, then they stopped.
Right,
And
okay.
then, so they pushed Future Magic to
Yeah,
actually
right,
put it
okay.
on, so they feel a bit
Obligated.
obliged. Yeah, so that's fine. But
Yeah, that's fair
they're
enough.
going to come in on the weekends and,
Yeah, there's
and have
3
a
other
beer.
days of the week.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it
nice.
was interesting. But yeah, definitely getting to know the locals over there and getting the vibe for what people actually want. Yeah, it's been an interesting little exercise.
You been watching any of the Olympics?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, same. What's been your favourite highlight so far?
Oh, geez, like I don't know. There's so many, but yeah, I was really happy for. Was it Naomi Fox? Like,
Yeah, she won-
a gold.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so that was I teared up this afternoon watching the replay. So I thought that was really good. Like,
Yeah,
her
I-
big sister's done
I
a lot.
actually got teared up watching Saya Saka.
Oh yeah, that's a
Saturday,
great
the
story.
BMX
Yeah,
rider.
great
Yeah,
story.
that was excellent.
Yeah,
There's a lot of good stories that have
Yeah,
come out of these
yeah.
Olympics. I think it's been really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still some cool sports to go. There's breakdancing on Saturday.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to
I'm
it.
thinking I'll give that one a miss.
Mate, you might learn some new moves, mate.
Yeah. My moves are shit.
That's fine. You should watch it. Who wants Phil to breakdance? That's our thing. We're going to have a...
Well, we need to get a barbecue and do chickens first.
Oh, yeah, we
Like,
need to do beer can chicken. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been on the back burner for
Yep,
a while.
yep.
But been a bit busy, but yeah. We'll
Yeah,
need to
100%. We will get back onto the beer can chicken
Yeah.
idea.
get-
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we should do that on maybe on a Tuesday night or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or whatever after the podcast.
Well, as you said, you started on a Tuesday at lunch so that it's like going.
Yeah.
And then when we come in here, we can do
Yeah,
the podcast and talk
we're,
about
we're
the beer
talkers
can
and
chicken.
we're not doers.
That's right. Yeah, we're full of
I
shit.
can't believe we haven't had more crap about. Oh, where's the bloody beer can chicken? But anyway,
Yeah, maybe no one listens to us.
no, someone obviously did. So
Yeah, that's it. All right, mate.
okay, let's rock and roll
100%. Pour it out.
and take a hike.
Yeah.
Explode it out. I see to join.